Hello everyone, in this particular lecture we are going to discuss the slowly changing dimension. Also we are going to implement the SCD type 1 and SCD type 2 in SSIS. So first I am going to explain the concept of slowly changing dimension. So in order to better understand the concept, let's consider this table. This table, employee ID. In this table I have employee ID, name and state. So these are the employees. Employee ID 1001. Name of an employee is Alan and he is living in New York. Likewise, George is an employee and he is living in Los Angeles. Let's say George has decided to move from Los Angeles to Chicago. So what I need to do, I need to maintain the George data in my historical data in my data warehouse. Okay. In this case, the changing dimension is state. State can be changed. For Bob, anytime Bob can move from Chicago to any other state. So the changing column is state. Okay. So now let's say George has decided to move from Los Angeles to Chicago. So this value is the changing value. This column is the changing column. Okay. So the current value will be Chicago and the historical value will be this Los Angeles. So what I want to maintain the historical data of this employee George. Okay. So we have three SCD types: SCD type 01, SCD type 02 and SCD type 03. In SCD type 01 we don't maintain any historical data, we just update the current value. So the current value is Chicago and the previous value is Los Angeles. So the current value is will be updated. Look, my table will become like this. So this is SCD type 01 where we do not maintain any historical data. In SCD type 02, in SSIS we have a concept of start date and end date. Also we maintain the historical data using the current status. So look, George, the old state was Los Angeles. From this date to this date he was living in Los Angeles. Right now he is living in Chicago. This is the current value. Okay. So we can implement the SCD type 02 with the help of start date and end date. Also we can implement SCD type 02 in SSIS with the help of current status. This was the old status and this one is the current status. In SCD type 03 we maintain the previous state. This is the previous state and this one is the current state and this one is the effective date. So 1/2/2005. So this is the date when George has moved to Chicago. So this will be the effective date. Now in this particular lecture I am going to implement SCD type 01 and SCD type 02 in SSIS. So first of all I need to create some tables. I need to create my source table. So look, first of all I am going to create this table, create table source underscore employee table. I am going to create this table in SSIS. Database name is DICE, so this table will be created in DICE database. Employee ID, name, state. Let me just execute this table command, create table command. Next time I am going to execute these three commands, insert into commands, copy paste these commands. Okay, all data will be inserted. Data has been inserted. Use the select statement to query the data from source underscore employee table. Let me just query the table. So this is going to be my source table. Okay, now next what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a dimension table, SCD type 01 table. So okay, now I have to create a table, my target table, SCD type 01, employee ID for employee name, state. So now first of all I'm going to implement the SCD type 01 in SCD, let me just repeat the concept of SCD type 01. In SCD type 01, we do not maintain any history. We just update the data. Okay, we just update the current data. Now this table is empty right now. There is no data in my SCD type 01 table. Now first of all, what I am going to do, I am going to use the source. I'm going to use the database source, OLEDB source. Let me just drag and drop here. Okay, the project name is SCD. Double click. So this is going to be the connection table. Table name will be the source table. I have to select my source table. So my source table, source underscore employee table. So this is going to be my source table. These are the columns: employee ID, name, state. Click OK. This one is configured. Next, I'm going to copy the slowly changing dimension transformation. So this is the transformation, built-in transformation in SSIS. So with the help of this transformation, I'm going to only implement SCD type 01 and SCD type 02. Okay, double click, click next. So this one is the connection manager, database connection manager. Table or view, I have to select table or view. So table, I'm going to select my target table, my dimension table, this table, SCD type 01 table. In this table, okay, employee ID, it is going to be my business key. Okay, it is going to be my business key. Click next. Now fixed attribute, changing attribute, and the historical attribute. Let's say if I select the changing attribute, so changing attribute means that I am implementing SCD type 1. Historical attribute means that I am implementing SCD type 02 on that attribute. Employee name will be my fixed attribute. Employee name cannot be changed. Okay, employee name cannot be changed, but employee can go from one state to another state. So state can be a changing dimension, changing column. Now state, so I have to changing attribute. So state can be a changing attribute or a changing column here. Okay, these two attributes. So the first one will be the business key, the second one will be the fixed attribute that cannot be changed, the third one will be the changed attribute. Okay, now I am implementing the SCD type 01 first. Fail the transformation if changes are detected in fixed attribute. Let's say if I do some changes in employee name, so it will not work, it will give me an error. Fail the transformation. Next. Okay, next, finish. So look, the logic has been implemented automatically. Slowly changing SCD type 1 logic has been implemented. Now I'm going to show you my source and my dimension table, SCD1 table. So this is my source table and this one is my dimension table. Right now it is empty. So when the first time I'm going to execute this, let's execute this. So it is going to populate the SCD type 01 table. It has been successfully executed. Now all rows will be inserted. Okay, data will be same. Now data will be same. Okay, 1001. Okay, now what I want to do some changes in my source table. So I will use this update command. I want to update my source table, and the reason I'm updating this, I'm updating the state. So from Los Angeles, George has moved to Chicago. So I'm going to change this Chicago. Update this. Now data has been updated. Now execute. Look, in my source data is Chicago. In my target or in SCD type SCD01 table, state is Los Angeles. So what I want, this state should be updated in my target table as well. So let me just execute this package again. Now since I'm implementing SCD type 01, it will automatically update the target table, the state column. So now the package has been executed successfully. Now execute. Look, Chicago, this has been updated, value has been updated. So this is an example of SCD type 01. Next I'm going to implement the SCD type 2 with date and SCD type 2 with status. So first I will create this target table. I have to create this target table first. So here I'm going to create this target table. So this is going to be my SCD type 02 date. So I'm implementing this date. Table has been created. Next, Control C and paste here. Okay, right now my target table is empty. State, start date and end date. Now I'm going to implement the SCD type 02 with date fields. Now next I have to select the table first. I have to select the SCD type, this table, SCD to date table. Okay, business key will be employee ID. So this is my dimension table, this table. I'm selecting this dimension table. Okay, now fine. Next, here employee name will be fixed attribute. This one will be the historical attribute. Okay, this one will be the historical attribute. Let me just show you my target. Employee name will be the fixed attribute. This one will be the business key. State will be the historical attribute. These two will be come in next. I will show you where it will come. Okay, historical attribute, fixed attribute, employee name. Next. Okay, start time. I have to start date and end date. So in this particular, in these two fields, in the second field I'm going to get null values. The first field I'm going to get the current date time. Next, finish. I have to save this first. Look, I have to save this first. Now I'm going to execute this package. So right now this table is empty. It is going to populate this table. Okay, now look, all data has been inserted. End date will be null. This one will be the current date. Okay, next, what I want to update my source table from Chicago. Let's say I'm going to set this as LA. Let's say George has moved to LA. Now look, this one is LA, this one is Chicago. Now execute this again. Execute this again. Now execute these two tables. Look, start date, end date. Look, this is the current value, start date, and end date is null value. So currently George is moving in, George is living in Los Angeles. Okay, this one was the old value. Okay, start date and end date. So this is an example of SCD type 02 with start date and end date. Now I'm going to show you an example of SCD type 02 with status. So since I want to maintain the status, so I will use this table. Okay, now let me just copy this. I will create a new table. current status. Table has been created successfully. Just copy this table. Okay, now double click. Next, this time around my target table will be this one, status table. Current status, this one will be the business key, employee ID. Click next. Okay, employee name fixed attribute. State, this one is going to be the historical attribute. Fine. Next. Okay, this time around I'm going to select this value one when current. So current value will be represented as current. Expiration value can be represented as current or false. So I'm going to give expired. Now you must select a value from column to indicate the, okay, I have to select this current status. Click next, finish. So this has been configured. SCD type 02 with status. Now look, I have to first execute. So when the first time this package is executed, when the first time data is inserted, I'm going to get the current status. All values will have the current status. Okay, now I'm going to update this Los Angeles to Chicago. Let's change it to Chicago. This has been updated. Okay, now look, execute. Look, George, this is my source table. Look, current is Chicago. Again, execute the package. Start. Now again, look, expired and the current status is Chicago. Right now George is living in Chicago. So this is how you implement the SCD type 02 with status. So with the help of SCD type 02, we maintain the historical information. We maintain the historical data. Okay, this is how you store the historical data in your database. Thank you so much and have a great learning.